Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today on Tuesday. This is definitely Mars energy to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I'm the Apostle, Pastor, and Apostle of Apostles Out of Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. My beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs, the Black Arts, and those are the African traditional religions by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my live, make sure you hit that like button. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Kumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajay. To all of my conjurers that are in the church that practice the ATRs or the Black Arts, and that those that also have left the church practicing the ATRs but still have church influence. Thank you so much for being a part of us and being a part of our tribe. What's up there, Ryan, my Libra first in the house? And then I got my crab cakes. My crab cakes. Monique 444, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. This is Mars energy. This is where we talk about actions and how we utilize this energy, whether we use it in charging. It's just a beautiful day. Now, those that are not in the Florida area, it is cold like a mother sucker. Our nipples, everything is hard. Some of y'all down. Anyway, but I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. It was my first day back to work. When I tell you, them people put it what's happening on them, but we prevailed. My helper was so good to me. And then I did get some help from a Negro. I'm gonna talk about him tomorrow when I get back to work. Don't send me that nigga no more. Okay. Anyway, but I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys, because this is going to be an exciting live, and I'm going to be teaching some stuff like I always do, but I'm going to be dropping gems, because if you're trying to really learn spirituality, real magic, and real conjure, it's going to make a lot more sense, because if you took any of my classes, if you have been a part of my ATR, to all of you, let me say, y'all, thank you to those that became a membership of my Apollo family membership. And to Brother Darius is my first Orisha membership, but I am there's a race going on with my my Voodoo membership, and I'm excited that people want to be a part of that, even though that's at this time it's the most costly membership that I have. But to know that people are invested into my magic and my spirituality and taking me for real and authentic magic, and it is a pleasure and honor to be seen in such a light as a melanated man in these United States of America. Once again, I want to say thank you so very much. What's up there, Mother Susan? How you doing, Mother Susan? Sayonara. All right, what's up there? There goes Demetrius. What's in the house? Demetrius Gemini is in the house. Thank you so much for being there. Yes, Orlando, it's cold tonight. Yes, sir. If you got a hole you can stick your pole in, I would advise you to do such. Because you got to find some warm spot. If you got you a big old woman, find every fat spot she got to get yourself together. My God. Yeah, Shango, I had to take Shango out for a walk, and Shango was not trying to have it. He was not trying to have it. But you wasn't doing it. I wasn't going to let you do your business in my house. Nah. Get your ice out of here. And I'm looking at Work of the Devils. Thank you so much. You know that's a colonization term, right? And you know I don't give no fucks about what you're talking about. But thank you for coming in my live, helping my algorithm. So get your dizzy ass out of here. We appreciate people like you. Hello, chat. This is a melanated chat where we talk about spirituality, universal laws that apply to each and every one of us. So just in case you have stumbled accidentally on, I don't know how you accidentally stumble on my live, but you know, black people love to lie like, oh, I accidentally stumbled into the whole house. I actually stumbled into the bathhouse. I actually stumbled into sucking dick and eating ass. You know, everybody's stumbling these days, but you got to actually get in the vicinity to stumble. You know, people got games. I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising sign Pisces. So I just ain't in the nature of with all the lies. So that's just me. Call me silly, call me crazy. But you won't call me ever late for a piece of ass. Huh! Praise God. Anyway, what's up there, my Boaz in the house? How you doing? I can't go to hell because hell is a creation of the Catholic Church. See, that's the stuff that work on people that don't know real spirituality. I just want you to understand that if you're practicing any form of ATRs, that it's impossible for me to go to a place that don't exist. It doesn't exist. But I am a pastor and an apostle, and I'm legal. I have married many people. I have also officiated many funerals. I'm legal. Are you legal? I love people trying to tell you. It's amazing how people are trying to see you a place they ain't got no keys to. Y'all ever thought about that? And somebody tell you that you going to hell, and you like, well, do you have the keys? That's like telling somebody you gonna come to my house. You don't have the keys to my house. How you gonna get in my house if you don't have the keys? It's a sad thing because we live in an age where people are just ignorant for free. At least if you're gonna be like Candace Owen, at least she getting paid. You being ignorant for free. You is a stupid ass. But anyway, I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you for being with us tonight. You can tell I'm in a very good rare form. It was cold. I was thinking about this song, roasting, about my gonads roasting. They need to be toasty on tonight. But my helper helped me out so good today. I was almost up to 200 stops today, and so we did really, really good. Got her home on a timely basis. See, I like to have white helpers. When white helpers, like, I had a few black helpers, but most of my white helpers, they really serve me well. You know, it's something about they love me and they want to work hard for me. You understand? Like, white men want to work hard for me. And they just was running out there. I said, look at God. There was a time I would be running out there for y'all. But y'all running out there for me. Praise God. What's up there, my Taurus in the house? How you doing? Yes, that's right. They say, Sammy, I like you. My helper is definitely a white. We be eating at Chinese restaurants. I went and bought him some jerk chicken. He loved it. He said, oh my God, I'm going to say something for my wife. It's delicious. I said, yes, because you ran from me. You worked so hard. He said, did I work hard? I said, you worked really hard for me. You did that. He said, Sammy, I really like you. And then he saw the white women hugging me and all that. And, it's all good. You are on your extraterrestrial. Yes, let me tell y'all something. What I love about melanated people and what I love about my platform is that y'all have an opportunity to experience somebody going through, whether it's highs or lows when it comes to spirituality, and that you get to see how it is no matter what you participate, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or a beginner. It is so very important to have somebody that is authentic when it comes down to their magic, and that they're not trying to put on charades, they're not trying to do a Broadway show, they're not trying to get an Oscar or anything, but showing you everyday situations that may occur in your life, that how you can utilize your magic. My topic today is your countenance shows your power and your victory. That is I'm glad you said something. Let me get back to the weather. Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. I thank God for each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let me tell y'all something. I want to say that not only am I excited about what I had eventually went to, and I'm going to be saying some things that may be offensive to some people, but it's okay because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm used to that. Moon and Aries and rising sign Pisces. But we're going to talk about how you recognize whether a man or woman has a check and that they have power and whether they have victory. Because when you grow up in the church, there's a lot of things that people put on airs, and then they try to hide behind certain things that they are able to do, whether it's putting on makeup, whether they're trying to shine their countenance. But I'm gonna break this down, and I'm rocking. Even though I'm crowned Mafedifun Oya Yanza and I'm crowned Mafedifun Babaluaye, I am rocking Mafedifun Obatala. Yes, I am. And I'm going to teach you this because nobody going to be able to fool you no more. I don't care if it's me. No, when it comes down to science, energy don't lie. When it comes down to science and mathematics, energy does not lie. If you don't trust me, trust energy, because energy is not going to lie. Now, whether you strive to it or embrace it, that's your business, because you grown man, grown woman, and no matter where you practicing at and where you at, what you looking for out of life, I'm going to explain some things. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is because this is Mars energy. And Mars represents power, energy. And a lot of people, everywhere you go, everybody claiming to have power. Am I right or am I wrong? Everywhere you go, thank you, Demetria, for that super chat. Everywhere you go, somebody talking about they have a certain measure of power. They can do this, they can do that. They can fix your life. They did Ayana Van Zant. You know what I'm saying? They there to fix your life. You understand? Even Ayana said, I can give you tools, but you're going to have to fix your life. Even she understands as a priestess that she has to do a cleansing and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, people got to do what they need to do for their life if they want to change in their life. So we're going to be coming from Matthew, the 17th chapter. Because I got some people, I'm a Sag, my birthday is on the 15th of this month. And I went through a ceremony and then let me say this. I'm gonna say this first, and then I'm gonna say this. I want y'all to really listen to what I'm about to say and don't get offended. And all of y'all that sneak and y'all be watching me and y'all looking for certain things to happen to me, I want you bitches to be here too. I want you bitches to get close to the screen on today, because I'm gonna say something to offend you like nobody business. Okay? That's the goal tonight. Matthew 17, verse 1 through 2. It says, and after 6 days, Jesus, or Yahshua, took Peter and James and John his brother, and bringeth them up into the high mountain apart. We all know that Obatala rules the mountain. This is the thing that got me. On the second verse, it said, and was transfigured before them. And his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. Now we know that Batala also, not only Batala, but Dambala in Voodoo represents white. So let's talk about this and why this is important. Why your head, why your crown, why your seventh chakra is so significant when it comes down to magic and spirituality. So let's start first of all dealing with these lying bitches. Now, my body is sore, but not hurting. I want to say this. If you have so much arche, if you have so much power, it will show up in your face. It will show up in your countenance. Because when the power sits into the skull, when we get crowned or a certain energy set upon us, it shines in our face. Here, where Yahshua is being transfigurated, this is talk about transformation, those that operate with Oya or Yanza. It is impossible. I want to speak to Christians. I want to speak to root workers, conjurers, mystic, and agitators. I'm talking about whether you on the deep end of this or whether you on the shallow end of this. If Moses is up in Mount Sinai speaking with the divine, and the Bible say that his face shine like the sun, there must be an indication, because let me take my glasses off. I might have been going through my trials, but at no time was my countenance dropped or darkened. Because when you have arche, when you have power with the divine, it's going to show up in your countenance. It's going to show up in your face. This is show. It's going to light. It's like that's your crown is why it's so important. The light that emanates from your being. That's why your crown is so significant, depending on what you practice. And so, here is Yahshua and Mount Transfiguration. Not only his raiment turned as white, but then he had the audacity for his face to shine like the sun. That means that's the solar plexus. That means the power of a Aj, the power of an apostle, the power of a Yami, the power of a Tata, a Mambo, a Hugon, it gonna show up in your face, your countenance. It is impossible for you to be communing with the Agun. Now I want y'all to understand something. What happened Sunday for Chief Apostle Samuel? Because I want these bitches to know, the bitches. I want you to understand something. Because I know you disappointed. Because I know that what was going on me was not the intention for me to break free. So I want y'all to understand that when I got to church and performed my duties as the pastor and the apostle of the ministry, I was still in pain. I didn't even know whether I could make it to the cemetery or not. I want to talk to you because I want you to understand what it is when your countenance, when he said he is the lifter of my head, whether it is a coconut, whether it's an egg, whatever it is, circular motion, but when God and the divine is the lift of your head. So I get in the car and I'm driving and I'm talking to my son through the whole process going to the cemetery. I do my offering at the gate of the cemetery honoring my Orishas, and then I proceed to go to Minister Mario's grave. But before I start working with Minister Mario's grave, I start talking to the head spirits that are in the cemetery. I'm carrying out I'm talking to them. I'm talking some things I'm saying in front of my son, some things I'm not, because he's not an issue. So there's certain things I'm saying openly, and there's certain things I'm not saying openly. So I'm starting to get the flowers out and the things that I'm going to venerate his grave. So in the process, what I want you to understand, in the house of praise, in the house of knowledge, I did not get my relief. I felt better, but I didn't get my breakthrough. Then the divine, the Egun decided that, see, this is what I try to tell black folks. When you're being led by the divine, see, you don't tell God when to set you free. You don't tell God where to set you free. So he allowed me to go all the way to the cemetery, and in the midst of venerating and doing the things that I was doing in the cemetery, he allowed me to recognize that I was no longer coughing. So my deliverance, my breakthrough came at the cemetery. I'm going to say that again. In the house of bones, in the house of Egun, because I am also a child of Oya and a child of Babalu Aye. See, you got to know where you're going to get your power from. And all of a sudden, my son started talking about how my voice started getting stronger and stronger. Come on here, somebody. I want y'all to understand, when you have the lifter of your head, guess what? Where my head and my countenance is lifted up may be very different where your head is lifted up. But one thing about it, when you find your place of power, and so therefore, as I was in the cemetery, like Yahshua was in the high mountain being transfigured, I began to run the same way I would run in the house of God, the same way I would run in the house of knowledge, the same way I would. See, my behavior does not change, because if you have the same mentality, wherever you are and the divine is moving, you're going to acknowledge that. I want you to understand. I want you to understand that what you did was to solidify my crown. I know you didn't expect me to be looking like I'm looking on today. I know you didn't expect me to be on my job today. I had more stops on today than I had since I've been in season with UPS. And when I say God was moving, when I tell you, and the reason I'm telling you this, if my magic of my crown cannot deliver me, then how can it deliver you? If the power that I claim, that I have, is not showing up in my countenance, I suffered a little while. The Bible said that you will suffer a little while, but you will end up reigning eternally. So the little affliction that I had to go through, I didn't care for it, but I had to go through it. Didn't know why I was going through it. I want to talk to you today. I want you to understand what real victory is. And so I sat, and so I started running in the cemetery. Now, those that are in Florida, we realize that because our time has changed, that it had to be very, very dark. in the cemetery. I didn't fall. I didn't trip. I ain't run into no grave. I'm still on the phone with my son. I said, look at here. Huh? See, I got my praise report in the house of Oya. I got my praise report in the house of Babalu Aye. My mother and my father. Huh? Look at my countenance. Bitches, I want you to look. Not my Ile, not my Patrina. And let me say this. At no time. And this is where the rubber meets the road, and this is what separates me from many of these other people out here. I did not call no Padrino. I didn't call no Oba. I didn't call no family meeting. I did not call on my mother. I didn't call on my sister. I didn't call on my children. The Egum brought me through. See, a lot of y'all be going through things, and then you out here trying to profess that you got this kind of power, but it ain't showing up your countenance. So you run around getting other people to help you. See, this is why I don't care for these hoes. Because y'all want to claim that you got the power, but you always trying to get somebody to work on me. It ain't never because I had one of my exes tell me, he said, oh, you ain't God, huh? And you can't beat everybody. I said, I ain't God. I'm a son of God, but I can beat you. See, when you got to run and get help to deal with me, I want you and your help to see how long I endure what you were throwing at me. But I want you to understand, I did not call on my Padrino. I did not call on my Madrina. I did not call on my Oba. I didn't call on my church members. I didn't call on my Ile. I did not call on nobody but the Egum. Come on here. And they decided that I was going to get the power and the victory in the cemetery. I'm telling you, on Sunday, I got my breakthrough. I got healed through my Monday. And so, what happened when I got to work? I looked at the church. I looked at the truck, how everything was going. I said, okay. He was like, Sammy, it's just going to be a bad day because I said, no. We going to be fine. Egum. See, if you want to build confidence and you want to build relationships, it has to be a certain level of trust. There must be a certain level of investment. Because I'm very good to my egum. I'm very good to my spirits. I'm very good to, and I don't have no problem giving praise. But I want everybody to know that it was truly my egum that stood up for me. Because I did not, my Padrino still don't know I went through what I went through. My Oba still don't know. My Madrina still don't know I went through what I went through. See, I'm not telling you about trusting in me and I'm leaning on somebody else. I'm going to say that again. I'm not telling you to trust in me and then I'm dropping extension cords. Because in the church world, I have really mocked a lot of, I call them drop cord prophets. They always got somebody else helping them, assisting them in doing work, and then they get in the church and act like they got the power. See, some of y'all don't even know that some of the people that working for you and doing conjure for you are what I call drop cord prophets. That's the person that the lights are off in their house, they ain't pay their light bill, but they got it plugged in to their neighbor's plug, and they're drawing power from another house. Their house has been cut off. Their countenance has been cut off. Their energy signature has been cut off. But it looks like the lights they have power because they are dropping a cord. They are extension cord into somebody else's ache, into somebody else's energy, to somebody else's frequency. And they're going around acting as though that their house is operating by their energy, their frequency, and their vibration. And it's not so. It's not so. So I want you to know today, there's a difference. I want you to understand there's a difference. Now, my Padrino can't claim no glory. My Oba can't claim no glory. Huh? My Madrina can't claim no glory. Revelation 1:16. And it says, read. Let me put my glasses back on. It says, And he had in his right hand 7 stars. And out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword. And his countenance was as the sun, S-U-N, shineth in its strength. This is how you determine through the countenance, not the makeup. See, this is where a lot of y'all get to see about people in their anointing. That is not something you can fake. This is not glamour. This is something that happens with a man or woman when the arche is in their life. It is going to shine through their countenance. And these are the people that will put on makeup and allow, it's the same thing. They are in the church where they used to adorn themselves with olive oil. That is not the anointing, baby. The anointing is the arche that is emanating from your being and from your crown, from your crown chakra. And if it's in your crown, it's going to show up in your face. See, you can't put this on. Either you got it or you don't got it. See, that's how you know if somebody got the power and the victory, because it's going to show up in their face. And my son was talking to me. He said, Dad, he said, these people that's working, he said, they don't look like they doing well. See, you can't hide when you're losing power. When you're losing ground, it's going to show up in your face. See, I don't have makeup on, or I don't have different things on my face to make me look young. So, just like the movie Supreme, when that vitality is there, it's going to show up in your countenance. When that energy is there, it's going to show up in your countenance. This is what y'all need to understand. You don't let somebody put makeup on, make their countenance look pretty. It's the anointing that beautifies. I'm going to say that again. It's the anointing that beautifies. Huh? I know you disappointed on today, because not only are you going to get your ass whooped, your conjurer going to get their ass whooped. You understand? Because I'm a Sagittarius. I make up for the old and I make up for the new. And my son had told his dad, I said, yeah, I'm up on an attack. I said, but there's some other things going on. I want to make sure that it's not something with my health, but it just conjured. So I've been taking all of my normal stuff, my regimens that I normally take. I'm very holistic when it comes down to my spirituality. I want y'all to understand that if you are trusting me with your spiritual needs, I am not a drop cord spiritualist. I am not a drop cord apostle or pastor. I want you to know that if I tell you I'm doing your candle, if I'm doing your conjure, that is coming truly from me and my ego. This ought to be important to every man and woman that is out here soliciting or desire conjure mysticism or any spirituality. There's a lot of people out here in these spiritual streets that are taking on responsibilities that they do not have the arche for. And they're comparing themselves to other people that they cannot generate the arche or the energy, the frequency, or the vibration. That's some of us. I did not turn to the left, neither did I turn to the right. I look to the hill from which cometh my help. And guess what? Just like I can give a lick, I can take a lick. In spite of what I was feeling in my body, I still get God the praise. I still get Egun the praise. I still did my normal duties that I would do if I was feeling fantastico. And I want to encourage you on today. Your countenance should be lifted up by Egun. Your countenance should be lifted up by people that are really in your corner. Let me tell y'all, let me explain to you like this. In spite of, because when a spirit is in somebody's life, it's going to show up in their countenance. It is easy out here in these spiritual streets because there's so many people that don't know. There's many people have been hoodwinked. But when you can see, and that's why I wanted to come back on that day to show y'all what Egun had done for me. Not nobody getting a cleansing. I didn't go get a cleansing. from my Padrino. I didn't go get a rooster or whatever from Oba. I didn't sacrifice none of that. That was raw power. And when I got into the house of Oya, they showed up and showed out for me. And I wanted to present to y'all and the world. And I know these bitches, I know you upset on today. Because guess what? You not only did you not stop me, the reversal is serious. And then on top of that, my ministry is still flourishing. On top of that, my website is still flourishing. People are joining my membership. And I ain't got to lie. I don't got to connive. I don't have to be deceitful. I don't have to do none of that shiggity y'all do. And let me tell you something, because I'm in the church world, I don't even have to pretend to be perfect. Do you know how good that make me feel? Do you know how good it made me feel that I have people sitting in my corner? I was on the phone with Mother Susan. She said, Apostle, she said, that ain't nobody but God. I was in church with you. And you look different as night and day. Your voice, your countenance, everything has changed. And I'm saying this. I would never tell. Nobody's untouchable. Especially if you got family. Especially if you don't have kids with people, because anytime you sharing blood with people, you can be touched. But they got touched back. And let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what I told you yesterday. I had no intent. I showed you did not have the power you were professing. Your family bloodline did not have. I've been putting some on y'all family ass till it got boring. It was no more fun of making you out of a liar. And I'm a true Sagittarius, out of sight, out of mind. But somewhere you found somebody and you found something to try to challenge me again. But this time around, I'm telling you in front of all of my platform. I'm telling you from all the world. Not only I'm going to put your ass under, anybody that's tied, and that's including my biological child. If you had, let me explain something to my biological child. I got 3 sons. Let me be very clear to you. I might not be your mother's father. I might not be your grandmother's father. Hear me very well. Because if you don't want your days cut off, it say honor your mother and your father. Now, if you want to call me a motherfucking father, that's fine. But if you were participating in any conjure against me, your dad, because I've never used my magic against my mother, I've never used my magic against my father. I have disagreed with them. I have seen different perspectives of that, but I don't do magic against my father. And if you don't let your mama and you don't let your grandma, whoever it is, fool you enough to come against me, I'm going to show you. Because the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Because I'm not the type of parent, I'm not the type of sad they're going to let you walk this earth. Especially if you thought you were going to be in a place that you're going to fuck with your father. Sir, you got me all the way fucked up. I told you if you didn't want to fool with me, talk to me, that was fine. As long as you keep my name out of my mouth. I don't know who encouraged you. I don't know who psyched you up that I was something to be played with. But I have said this to my eldest, my middle. I do not play with my children. And sir, if anything that I find in this conjure that you assisted anybody, I'm going to treat you like I treat anybody else that come for my life. I am going to put your ass under. And I'm going to do it happily. And guess what? I can't miss what I ain't never had. Please understand, I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. If any child of mine gets to the point where you want to go to battle with me, I'm going to put your ass under. Hear me well. And I ain't just started talking like that. So I don't know who encouraged you. Because apparently you ain't trying to live. Because if I wasn't a chief apostle, if I wasn't a spiritualist, you don't dishonor your parents. You ain't got to co-sign on nothing they do. You ain't got to like nothing they do. But you, sir, don't line your ass up with nobody to deal with me. Because you came from these nuts. I didn't come from your nuts. And the way that the freaky as your daddy is, I could have made your mama swallow you. I could have put it anywhere other than in her vagina. Do not play with me. Because if I sniff out any of your energy in this work, I'm coming for you personally, bro. I'm coming for you personally. I'm going to handle who did what. But you gonna have a day with your dad. And you're not gonna win. And what I'm gonna do, because my dad and his father gonna whoop your ass. And we're gonna whoop your ass mercilessly. Because I'm not the one. You don't ever go against your bloodline. You don't ever, I don't care what you think I do. I don't care what you think I practice. I don't care how evil you think I am. Because the Bible says even an evil man knows how to give good gifts to his children. You don't ever let nobody up under this sun fool you that you can touch your mother and you can touch your father. Because all you doing is cutting your days off. And as you can see, I'm alive and well. They've been prophesying my doom and my destruction for many years. And it just got boring to me. Because I'm a Sag. I like excitement. My moon is the Aries. I like challenge. It was no longer a challenge to clown y'all magic. So since you don't talk to me, I know you watch. So I want you to be clear. Because if I smell any fragrance of your aroma, I'm coming for you personally. And ask your older brothers. I mean what I say. There ain't a spirit on this planet. Because if they can't protect you from, they can't protect themselves from me, you most certainly, sir. I will have whole heaven on your ass. You don't ever rise up against me. Dislike me, that's your prerogative. But disrespect me, no sir. At no point of your life, no point of your existence. I don't know how y'all raise y'all kids, but I don't play like that. I don't know who prophesying to y'all, but it's not happening here. And now that you got my undivided attention, it's a motherfucker when you get a Sagittarius. When you get a Sagittarius to give you their undivided attention, it's 9 times 10 never good. I want you to see the power in my face. I want you to see the force that's in my face. I'm far from anything to be fucked up with. The Arche is here. And let me tell you something. What you should have learned, if they really were spiritual, you never take a shot at the devil and miss. Do you hear me? You never shoot. If you saw Empire, if you, it's over. When you dance with the devil in the moonlight, don't miss. Because now I done took it personal. My moon is in Aries. I done took that shit personal. I got more money than y'all got. I have more power than y'all got. And apparently I got more time than you got. I wasn't bothering y'all. I wasn't fucking with y'all. Out of sight, out of mind. I have acknowledged and I let you go over there and do whatever you wanted to do. But I don't know what wild hair done crawl up. Sir, I'm waiting. Because if I see anything, I'm going to slam your ass all over this universe. I'm doing it personal. I'm not gonna send an Mfumbe. I'm not gonna send an angel. I'm not gonna send a Daemon. I am personally coming for your ass. Huh? Just like on Constantine, when Lucifer came personally, he didn't want no other spirit for Constantine. He wanted to bring Constantine ass himself. Bro, I'm personally coming for you. And your grandma, your mama don't know nobody. They don't know nobody that can do something with me. If you out here and you doing conjuring, and you trying to figure out whether that's the person you want to work with or working with you have conjured, it's in their continence. We can't hide that. Either we got it or we don't. Either it's there or they don't. What's that PayPal? I don't do all that jaw jacking. I never ever seen an empire come up. That is not true. Yeah, it's and in the church world mess up a lot of people. That mentality and believing you can just speak and prophesy and say all that, it's not wisdom. If you come for the king, you best not miss it. I'm too vengeful. I'm too vengeful of a person to do that. I have literally let people strike at me and I was like, whatever. But it's certain people, if you done been with me in a relationship, don't come for me. Because you done already been there. We have come to a conclusion we will never be together again. You understand? And don't throw nothing at me, because if I want to put all y'all ass under, I have clowned the power, the spirits in y'all life for how many years? How many years? I do what the fuck I want to do. And I don't care who don't like it, because you can't do nothing about it. That's why I do it. I'm a Sagittarius. There's nothing modest about me. And whatever I said, I didn't say it behind your back. I said it to your face. Baby, don't feel sorry for me. This is life. Please feel absolutely no sorrow for me. Because it is what it is. I'm like this. I'm glad to see you come. Glad to see, I don't live in that. If I can enjoy you, I can enjoy you. If I can't, oh well. I got options. But some of y'all don't realize that some of this stuff have to go on and things happen. I don't feel sorry for me, baby. Because I'm just fine. Because I have somewhere to put my nuts. I have somewhere to put my ass. I don't have to depend on nobody to take care of Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I don't have to lick nobody. I don't have to cower down to nobody to do what I do. Do you understand that? There's nothing to feel sorry for me. I'm about to retire 30 years at UPS. There's nothing to retire to feel sorry about me. My dick still work. I'm 51, about to be 52. It still get hard. It's still smashing. I'm good. I'm still good. I'm blessed and highly favored. Whether they like me or don't like me. I have almost 4,000 subscribers. I'm good. Huh? If I wanted to go leave out here cold as it is, I could find a hole to put my pole in and keep me warm on tonight. You understand? I'm blessed. Oh, I'm blessed. I'm a Sag. I'm blessed. A Sag always got options. I've been trying to tell y'all about me. I'm trying to tell y'all how where my mentality come from. I don't put up with people's stuff. I don't have to. I don't tolerate people's stuff because I don't have to. Because I'm a show and tell type of Negro. That's why I mind and tend to my own business. And that's all I try to educate and teach other people universally. And I'm going to say this again, Because I told you this before. I don't have a problem. This is my words to my kids, and especially this one I'm talking to. If you don't respect me, you will fear me. I want you to look in the eyes of my soul. If you don't respect me, I promise you that you will fear me in this life and the one to come. Because I'm your father. You're not mine. Do you hear me? Because once you get past that respect and you don't want that, you don't want to give me honor, then I will make you fear me for the rest of your life. I am not the one to be fucked up with. I wasn't bothering you, but if you come for your father, I'm going to make you fear me. And I'm going to let the whole world watch you. Because just like I would tear up my child ass, I'll tear up anybody's ass anywhere. Do not play with me. You don't like the way I roll, leave me alone. Because you don't have to be on this train. But don't disrespect me. I want y'all to understand that your countenance shows your power and your victory. And it's not about just having words. It's not talking about just verbiage. I've been in the church world a very long time. If they choose to disrespect me, I makes them fear me. I got it like that. You don't have to respect me because you grown. But you would damn sure fear me. Because it's hard to not be afraid of somebody that life and death is in the power of their tongue. I can bring some shit to pass. And I'm talking about quickly. And for you not sitting down and counting up the cost, I was stronger than y'all before I ever got initiated and scratched in the Apollo. Before I got any of these cauldrons that I have, before I ever got crowned, I was already stronger. I was already mocking y'all power, y'all spirits. I was kicking your grandmama ass, your mama ass, your dad ass. I don't feel nothing in your bloodline. And that was before I got scratched. And I said, like I said it then, I'm saying it now. You can't fuck with me. I left you alone. Out of respect what you said you wanted. But don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Not with me. Because I ain't like what you did. I ain't like how you do it. So therefore, when you cross those lines with me, I will make up for the old and the new. I'm going to get me some peace out of this. One way or the other. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I won't fucking with you. I let you have it. Do how you do. But right here, Obatala. I would sink that whole ship. Gladly. I gives no fucks about nobody over there. You was the only thing, the reason why I even tolerated anything over there. And now that you do what you do, like I told you, if I find any inkling that you done put your energy to anything against me, I'm going to sink all that shit. And I want to see who stopped me. Because I'm going to show you how bad your daddy is. I got it like that. Call your grandma, my mother, and ask her how bad I am. And you are the only reason why I ain't sink that shit over there. You're the only reason. Because if you wasn't my son, I would fuck all that up. But because you are my son, I let you go head on. Don't cross that with me. Because I am not nothing to be. And I'm not nice. And I never said I was. You have a good day, sir. What you deserve. Because if I find out anything, I'm going to make you pay for it. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I gave you the scriptures, Matthew 17, 1 through 2, and I gave you Revelation 1 through 16. I love the Lord, and the Lord loves me. It shows up in my face. I don't have no reason to put on no airs. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to do the stuff these other people do. But I just don't have tolerance for certain things. I'm going to be 52 years old on the 15th of December, and I'm going to enjoy my birthday. I'm going to enjoy my whole month. And I look good. And that's without makeup. If I don't wash my ass for the next 3 days or the 7 days, I'm still going to look better than you. All right? No makeup. It's all Archie. All right. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. And to all of you, none of my children carry what I carry. None of my children. They gifted, and they have their own measure of gift and talent, but none of them carry what I carry. I don't care what he is. I'll destroy all that shit. I'm the pappy.